Hello students, welcome to Sanskruti virtual class of chapter Natural Resources. In previous class we have studied about oxygen cycle, carbon cycle, water cycle. Now we will study about nitrogen cycle. Before we study about nitrogen cycle, we must remember what is nitrogen. Nitrogen is a gas which is very unreactive gas present in air. So we have to remember this. You have eaten chips, kurkure. In that you have just seen when we open this gas comes out, or whatever the gas is filled inside the packing of chips, kurkure, etc. This gas is nitrogen. So we have come to know what the nitrogen gas is. Now we will study about the cycle or biocycle of nitrogen gas. So before we go on that, we must know what all are the steps included in the nitrogen cycle. This nitrogen gas is present in various forms. We are needed to remember about these forms. First of all, this nitrogen gas is present in air. And in the most amount, this nitrogen gas is only present, but this gas is unreactive. And when the nitrogen fixation takes place, means when the nitrogen comes in the body of plants. So here these plants are absorbing this nitrogen. This nitrogen becomes a part of protoplasm. What this protoplasm is? We know the cell, cell. This cell is containing whatever the cell is containing. The whole body of a cell is called protoplasm. Means when the nitrogen is absorbed by plants, it becomes a part of cell of plants. Now when these all cells or the parts of plants will be eaten by animals, the nitrogen will comes in the body of animals. So here nitrogen was present in air, it came in the body of plants, then it will come in the body of animals. Then the next comes, we are needed to know here all these terms. What are this? Ammonification, ammonia, nitrification, etc. So ammonia is a gas NH3. This ammonia gas is also containing nitrogen. We are needed to remember. And when this nitrogen gas converts into ammonia gas, this is called ammonification. Means the formation of ammonia is called ammonification. So here we came to know what ammonification is, what ammonia is. Then nitrites. So when this nitrogen gas will combine with oxygen, when this nitrogen gas will combine with oxygen, it will convert into nitrites and then nitrates. So from this nitrogen of air, what was happening? Nitrogen was coming in the bodies of plants, then in the bodies of animals, then it was converting into ammonia, and then it was converting into nitrites, then nitrates. Then from all these again it will come back to the air nitrogen. So all these forms will come in the cycle of nitrogen. Here some more steps we have to see. Nitrification. What this nitrification is? Just a minute. This nitrification is converting the nitrogen into nitrates by rhizobium bacteria naturally. Means I told you now about rhizobium bacteria. This rhizobium bacteria is doing the fixation of nitrogen in the soil from the air. So from this air, when the nitrogen convert into nitrates, it will not be converting itself. It requires some bacteria like rhizobium bacteria, and this rhizobium bacteria will convert this nitrogen into nitrates, because these nitrates has to be absorbed by plants. We can see one arrow here. So when this nitrogen will convert into nitrates, this process is called nitrification. We can see written here. And when this nitrogen will be converted into these nitrates, nitrates can be easily absorbed by plants. We can see arrow here. These nitrates are coming to green plants. So this is what nitrogen cycle various steps are. Now we will study about the cyclation of these all this nitrogen into various forms. So this nitrogen is starting from air, coming into the body of plants, forming a part of protoplasm. Then it is being eaten by animals. So nitrogen has come in the body of animals. And when these all animals die, these plants die, they convert this ammonia, means the nitrogen convert into ammonia, NH3. So nitrogen has started from air, come to plants, come to animals, then converted into ammonia. Then nitrogen will convert into nitrites. Then it will be converted into nitrates. And from these nitrates, we can see the arrow here. It will again come to the air. It will convert into free nitrogen. And one more cycle we can see here. This nitrogen is coming here directly. Rhizobium bacteria are present in soil. These rhizobium bacteria convert the free nitrogen of air into nitrates, and it gets stored in soil, and it will be taken up by plants. And when these animals die, it will convert into ammonia and again back to nitrates, and it will come to the comes into the air. So what we have studied, nitrogen यहाँ से एयर से शुरू होगी, प्लांट्स की बॉडी में आएगी, एनिमल्स की बॉडी में आएगी, एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स की डेथ होगी तो अमोनिया में कन्वर्ट होगी, अमोनिया से नाइट्रेट्स में कन्वर्ट होगी, नाइट्रेट्स से नाइट्राइट्स में कन्वर्ट होगी, देन नाइट्रेट्स में, और देन सॉइल एयर में वापस आ जाएगी. एंड एक और साइकिल साथ में चलता है, नाइट्रोजन सॉइल में फिक्स होगी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ नाइट्रेट्स. किसके थ्रू होगी ये? राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया के थ्रू. ये एटमॉस्फेयर में अपने आप होगा, इट इज़ नेचुरल. एंड इंडस्ट्रियल फिक्सेशन ऑल्सो वी कैन सी हियर रिटन in the bottom. Nowadays industries are also playing a wide role to convert this air nitrogen into this nitrate. So we are needed to mention it in the nitrogen cycle, that these industries are converting this air nitrogen into the nitrates, and this nitrates will be again coming to the free nitrogen in air. So this is what nitrogen cycle is. Now we will study about two important phenomena. One is the greenhouse effect, and second one is ozone layer. In somewhat brief, I have given you an idea about these two topics, but now we will study them in detail. So our first one is greenhouse effect. Now we will study in detail what this greenhouse effect is. As I told you, some of the harmful gases are present in nature. We cannot say them always harmful. They are having some useful effects also. But here we will study about their harmful effect. Some gases are present in atmosphere, such as we are needed to know their names: carbon dioxide, methane and ozone. So they are present in atmosphere. Where they are present, we are needed to see this diagram. In this diagram we can see this is our earth, and this one layer, this layer is air. This air is containing what all gases? Carbon dioxide, here methane and ozone. So these all gases, ozone is O3, these all gases are playing a very important role. What this role is? When the sunlight comes to the earth, they allow this sunlight to come to this earth. But when this heat moves back from the earth, they do not allow it to go, not allowed. So what will happen? When this light is coming from the sun to the earth, but it is so when this sunlight is coming from the sun to the earth, it will increase the temperature. But when it goes back from the earth, not to the sun, it goes in the universe, anywhere it may go. So when this heat go back, it just maintain the temperature of the earth. So in this way, the average temperature of the earth remain constant. Means in the day sunlight is coming, increasing the temperature of earth. In the night it is going back. But as I told you, some of the gases are present in air. Which all gases? Carbon dioxide, methane, ozone, etc. These gases do not allow this light or heat energy to go back. As a result, this heat is not going back, this heat will remain here with earth, and this will increase the temperature. This is called greenhouse effect. Because of the result of this greenhouse effect, what will happen? The average temperature of this earth will be increased. Means the average temperature is getting increased. This is called global warming. What I told you, these gases are not allowing this heat energy to go back. This is called greenhouse effect, because as a result of this, temperature increase. But as the temperature of earth is increasing, so earth's temperature, average temperature is getting increased. This is called global warming. Earth, we know the model of the earth is called globe, and we increase in the temperature of whole earth, we are referring it as global warming. So what the greenhouse effect we have understood, and what it will result into. It will result into global warming. That also we have understood. This global warming is very harmful. So now we will come to know the definition of it. Several gases are present in Earth's atmosphere which prevent the heating out of the atmosphere. Means the heat comes out from the atmosphere. It is not allowed by these gases, carbon dioxide, methane and ozone. This is called greenhouse effect. As a result of this, average temperature of the earth is increasing. This is called global warming. So here we have understood about the global warming, the phenomenon in which the average temperature of earth is increasing is called global warming. Now, what are the effects of global warming? There are very severe ill effects of global warming. If our Earth's average temperature will be increased, then the increase in the temperature of ocean will also take place. As we know, our Earth is surrounded by water. Around 73% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, and if this water level will rise because of the Earth's temperature increase, then what will happen? The land surfaces will also be sink into this water. These are the ill effects. Severe weather condition. If average temperature of the earth is increasing, then weather will become most severe or unfavorable for living forms. Flooding of islands. We know that our earth is fully covered from the snow on these poles. Here all over snow is there. If the temperature get increase, temperature we know na, means the heat is getting increased, then what will happen? This snow will melt, it will convert into water, liquid water, and sea levels will rise. Then the islands will be flooding, or coastal areas, as our Mumbai is having Arabian Sea, these all parts will come into the flood. So this is what global warming and greenhouse effect are. Just in a brief, we will recall this topic. What happens in the day? Sunlight comes, earth's temperature increase. Then in the night, this heat is escaped into the universe and earth's temperature get decreased. But the presence of these gases like carbon dioxide, methane and ozone, they do not allow this heat to go back. If this heat is not allowed to go back, it increases the temperature. This is called greenhouse effect. But because of the greenhouse effect, Earth's average temperature is increasing. This is called global warming. What are the ill effects of global warming? As I told you, average temperature of the earth is increasing, temperature of oceans are increasing, and severe weather condition, flooding of islands and coastal areas. Now we will study about the last one topic of the chapter, ozone layer. Very important and very interesting chapter. Ozone layer. What this ozone layer is, we can see in this diagram. As from our earth's surface, if we go to the height of around 16 km and above, then there is a layer. This is our earth surface. This is what air is. And from here, if we are going to the height of 16 km and above, at around 23 kilometer, it is present a very thick layer of which gas? Ozone. Formula is O3, not 2. O3 is the formula for it. This ozone layer is very, very, very important for all living forms. Now, what this do? As we can see in the picture, as when sunlight is coming from the sun to the earth, it is bringing very useful radiation as well as harmful radiation. What these harmful radiations are? These harmful radiations are ultraviolet rays. What are ultraviolet rays? These ultraviolet rays are trying to come on the earth, and when they are trying to come on the earth, these ultraviolet radiations are stopped by this ozone layer. Ozone layer do not allow them to come here on the earth's surface. But nowadays, so this is what the importance of ozone layer, that ozone layer is present in atmosphere. Here this ozone layer is present, and this ozone layer stop the harmful radiation like ultraviolet rays. We represent them by UV. UV rays cannot come because of this ozone layer. But nowadays we are using CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. This chlorofluorocarbon are used in industries, refrigeration, aerosol, foams and solvents. We use deo, perfumes, like some of these sprays. They are containing CFC. This CFC, when reaching to this ultraviolet ray, this ozone layer, CFCs are coming to ozone layer, they just make holes in ozone layer. So now because of use of CFC, a large number of holes have been formed in ozone layer. This is called ozone depletion. देखो ओजोन लेयर अलग है, ओजोन लेयर रोकती किसको है? अल्ट्रावायलेट रेस को. अब अल्ट्रावायलेट रेस को तो रुक गई हैं, लेकिन जो हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं CFC, उनके कारण जो ओजोन लेयर में होल हो गए हैं, these होल आर कॉल्ड ओजोन डिप्लीशन. ओजोन depletion. This also we are needed to remember. So we have studied about ozone depletion. Now what will happen if ozone depletion take place? If ozone depletion is taking place, all the ultraviolet rays can come on the earth surface through these holes. तो इन होल से सारी की सारी ultraviolet rays अर्थ सरफेस पे आ जाएंगी. Then what will happen? Means what are the harmful effects of ozone depletion? So here we can see, if ozone depletion taking place, a large number of ill effects are there. Number 1, damaging the eyes. If ozone layers reach to this ultraviolet rays are reaching to our eyes, they can cause the damage of eyes. Then next one is risk of skin cancer. If these ultraviolet rays are coming to our skin, they can cause skin cancer. Then the next one is weakening of immune system. Immune system also weakened by these ultraviolet rays. Okay, Then skin allergy. Skin allergy, we know some types of allergies are there, itching or pain in skin. These all are caused by, most of them are caused by ultraviolet rays. Okay. Then decay in growth of plants and animals. हमारे plants और animals की growth भी जो है will be disturbed by the ultraviolet rays. Then the next one is breakdown of natural carbon cycle. Nature में carbon cycle I have explained you what this carbon cycle is. This carbon cycle will also be disturbed by these ultraviolet rays. So now we will take a brief recall of this ozone layer topic. I told you in this air or in the atmosphere, ozone layer is present. This ozone layer is preventing harmful ultraviolet rays to come on Earth's surface. But because of the use of CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, which are used in refrigeration, aerosol, foam, solvents, spray, etc., ozone layer is getting depleted. A large number of holes have been formed in ozone layer. These holes are allowing ultraviolet rays to come on Earth. And if these ultraviolet rays are coming on Earth, they are causing a large number of problems. Number one is skin cancer, damage of eyes, weakening of immune system, skin allergy, stopping the growth of plants and animals, and disturbing the natural carbon cycle. These all are the problems of ozone layer depletion. So in this chapter we have studied about the natural resources, various kinds of pollution and various effects of pollution such as global warming and ozone depletion. This is all about the chapter. Dear students, you can send the doubts to me on WhatsApp. Thank you.